I want to show you an activity that is very useful, reviewing any list of questions. This is very flexible. You can use any list of questions. And so sometimes we'll teach a verse. This one is Psalm 42, as the deer pants for flowing streams. And then after you've taught what this verse means, you want to get some feedback. Did the children understand what you taught them? And so a list of questions, we call them awareness questions. Just did they understand what the verse meant? These are very useful, but if you just say, all right, question number 1, people start to fall asleep. So we like to do things in interesting ways. So what we've done is we've created a list of questions, and this game is called Secret Agent. And the first thing you do is you take a pen, pencil, whatever, and you start to rewrite these questions on a piece of paper that you can cut into small little strips, or maybe use an index card that you can fold up, and you create a lot of these. See, I've got 1, 2, 3. I've taken all of these questions, and then you begin to assemble a costume. It's called Secret Agent because I like to assemble a costume of a like a private investigator. But really, this could be any costume. You could instead decide to be Mr. Rain Gear, and you could assemble a costume where you have boots and you have an umbrella and maybe a raincoat. But I like to dress up as a secret agent and hide these little questions all over my costume. And so I've hidden a few. Some of them you might have seen, some of them you might not have noticed. This is something you would have prepared without the students seeing. This is something that should be something of a surprise to them, so that when you get to this moment, you're ready to go and you begin to play the game. So, I have a list of questions hidden, and here's how the game works. You divide your group into 2 teams. We have Team Josiah and Team Jordan. Obviously, if you had a larger group of students, you'd have maybe 3 or 4 in one team and 3 or 4 in the other team. And here are the rules. Here are the rules. Team Josiah, you'll get a chance to guess where you think one of the questions is hidden on my costume. Alright? If you guess correctly, you pull out the question, you read it to your team, and you find a spokesperson to answer the question. If you answer the question correctly, you get 100 points. If you do not answer the question correctly, even though you found it, you have to give the question to the other team, and they try to answer it. And you just keep score, taking turns back and forth until you've run out of questions, and then you have some kind of simple prize for the winning team. Maybe it's an extra piece of candy, maybe it's just a hole punch or a pat on the back. So, you guys ready to play? Remember, we're talking about this verse. Let's read it together. As the deer pants for flowing streams, so pants my soul for you, oh God. Alright, so we'll keep the verse handy in case they need to refer to it. Team Josiah, you guess first. Where do you think there might be a question hidden? In my pocket. So this pocket right here? Alright. There is no question there. Team Jordan.
Hat.
What about my hat? On the hat. Let's see if there's a question. There is a question on the hat. Pull it out. Read it loud to everybody if you can read my handwriting, and we'll see if you can answer it.
How does God fill a thirsty soul?
How does God fill a thirsty soul? Talk with your team, come up with a spokesperson. How does God fill a thirsty soul? It might be something the verse answers, or it might be something we've learned in the last few minutes. What do you think?
He gives you His word.
He gives you His word. He helps you grow in Him. Absolutely right. 100 points. All right. Team Josiah. Oh, wait. It's not even your turn to guess. Because you guessed and got the location. Oh, wait. Hang on a second. I forgot. Yeah, you guessed the pocket. Nothing there. You guessed the hat. So it is your turn. All right. What do you think?
In the hair.
In the hair. On the label, I think this would count as in the hair, depending on how much of a stickler you want to be. But you got it. So, what does it say? Read it nice and loud.
What is a soul?
That's a tough question right there. That's not a gimme. Talk with your team. What do you think? What is a soul?
Yeah. My spirit.
Your spirit? Yeah. And so we would have spent some time talking about the soul, the life, the fact that God breathed life into Adam's nostrils and he became a living soul. And in fact, we are created in God's image and we're made to live forever and commune with him. That's a tough answer, and that you got it absolutely right. So 100 to 100. All right. Next question.
Inside your coat.
Inside my coat. Now you got to be more specific because inside my coat is a pretty large area. You know what I'm saying?
Does it have any pockets?
It does have some pockets.
Alright, I want the pocket on the right side.
So my right side or your right side? What do you think?
My right side.
So your right side would be this pocket, and there is a question right there.
What do air
Sorry, my handwriting might not be great. What do our souls,
thirst for?
what do our souls thirst for?
Jesus.
Jesus, absolutely. 200 points to 100 points. This is a great chance to teach while reviewing. Also, it's a great chance to clarify things that you might not have explained very well before. All right, 200 to 100. What do you think?
Right here on my glasses.
Right here on my glasses? No question right there on my glasses. What do you think?
Your pocket on this side.
Of the shorts or the coat?
Coat.
Pocket on this side? Nope. No question. Back to Team Josiah.
Pocket on this side of your shorts.
Nope. Back to you.
Pocket on the outside on this side.
Nope.
Of your coat. Pocket on your shorts on this side.
Nope. No more pockets. All pockets are empty. Back to Jordan.
In your sleeve.
In my sleeve. Nope. Nothing in my sleeve. I promise you I've got 2 more hidden somewhere on my person.
In your shoe.
In my shoe? Which shoe?
That shoe.
This shoe? Let's see. I would say that counts. Ew!
I'm not gonna touch that.
Now you have to pull out the question that was in my shoe. This is your chance to tie it up. You just got to read it and get the answer right. What crazy question would I hide in my shoe? I don't know, but I wouldn't smell it. I'll tell you that right now.
What is the other
My
what is
handwriting.
the author desperate to do?
Oh, in this verse, what is the author desperate to do? So, as a deer pants for flowing streams, so pants my soul for you, O God. My soul thirsts for God, for the living God. When shall I come and appear before God? What is this author really desperate to do?
Review water.
Living water. To be with living water. And so, what are we learning that living water is? It's meeting with God, like you were saying. It's Jesus. 200 to 200. There's only one question left. This is the tiebreaker. But you got to find the question first. Where is it hidden? Somewhere.
Ear.
That is correct. He who has an ear, let him hear. All right, what does this question say?
What does a deer pant for?
What does a deer pant for? Pretty
Water.
simple. Water. All right, the winner is Jordan. Congratulations. So remember, this is a very useful game to review any list. Also, you can simplify it. You don't have to wear a costume. You could just hide things behind your glasses and in your shoe and in your pocket. You could choose a student to be the one that stands up there, and you could hide things all over that student. Or if you have an assistant who's not so interested in teaching, but they could be behind the scenes hiding this stuff, it would be a great way to tag team. Like I said, you could also hide things in your location, and this is it's just a unique way to review any list, and it's called Secret Agent. Thanks.